Good morning, fam. Once again, this is Rick with my L92 build. Just to give us some update on what I've done so far since the last video. So I've added the steam vents on the engine itself, but everything is loose right now until I put the intake on and I can make the adjustments on how to swivel it and all the stuff. Then it will be permanent once the intake is on and everything will be tightened down. So this video is about my braking and suspension choice. So what I've done is I chose to go with the Willwood pistons and caliper brake setup, right? Because you know, when it comes to big power, right, you gotta have big stopping power. And Willwood right here, this is a 6-piston caliper and it is 12.9 inches. I know it's not like ridiculously huge, but it's better than the factory. So Willwood brake caliper, 6 pistons, right? And it's very well made. So this is the beauty right here. So this is a 2-piece rotor right here and black in color. And I'm telling you, it's something to die for because it's very well made and it is drilled and slotted, so it's better for cooling once I apply, you know, a lot of brake pressure to the rotor. So I'm very excited and I won't have any issues with stopping based on how much power I'll be pushing in that truck, because you already know the truck is heavy. It is a 97 GMC Sierra 1500 extended cab, so the truck is heavy. So once you put power to it and the truck is in once the momentum gets going, you're gonna need a stopping power. So I chose to go with Willwood. So for the spindle itself that is compatible with the Willwood brake setup, I didn't have a choice but to choose the Willwood spindle right here. So this is a 2-inch drop spindle that will marry up to the Willwood brake setup. Also, part of my suspension deal is 2-inch drop springs. Well, I can do 2 inches or I can do 3, right? So this is a belltech brand right here and it has a spacer for it. So without the spacer, this is a 2-inch drop. And with the spacer, it is a 3-inch drop springs. So I will be running belltech springs and belltech street performance shocks in the front and in the back, right? So I have had good experience with belltech shocks on my lifted Tahoe. So I decided to try them out for this build right here in a lowered vehicle. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same performance. If I've had good experience in the Tahoe and it's a lifted truck, lifted SUV, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have good experience with, you know, this OBS being lowered. So I'm very excited. So when it comes to the rear end that I chose to put in this truck is a Strange S60 rear end, and I also upgraded the diff to a Eaton True Track. So yeah, and this rear end, it has a 35 spline rear axles, and also I'm gonna have the Willwood rear brakes on it too, which that one is 11 inches. So the front's gonna be 12.9 inches and the back gonna be 11 inches. So I won't have any stopping problem whatsoever. So when it comes to driving, right, there are 2 things that you shouldn't be cheap on. You shouldn't be cheap on tires and you shouldn't be cheap on brakes, right? Yes, there are companies out there who doesn't have a big name that makes really good tires, right? So it's up to you to do your research and figure out what those companies are. I'm not saying you should go out there and buy, like, you know, the big name companies, because with that you're just paying for a name, right? So just go out there, do your research, and figure out which tire and which brake setup works best for your application. So once again, this is Rick. This video was about showing you, you know, unboxing of my brake and suspension setup that I'll be running in the 1997 GMC Sierra 1500. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my information with your friends, right? Because we're all out here trying to do a good build, man. So what I've done a lot of YouTube time, a lot of the GMT 400 time, just reading, taking pictures, and figuring out, you know, other people's mistakes, right? So I'm not making the same mistake, right? So knowledge is power, right? So just take the time out, read, watch other people's YouTube video, because, you know, we all have a passion for this right here. So just go out there, man, and just support each other. Watch videos, like, share each other's builds and stuff like that, so we can be better at what we do. Because the ultimate goal is, right, the ultimate goal for ourselves is to be a better version of ourselves the following day, right? So thank you very much for watching, and please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and once I get more parts in, I will include it in the video. So I talked about the 1500 horsepower air-to-water intercooler, and I'm telling you, I can't wait for the transmission to come in. So the transmission that I bought is rated for 1500 horsepower also. So when it comes to power, right, it's good to have it, right, so you can lay it down, because it's typical, we're always power hungry, right? So it's best to know that you can add more power to it, right, than you want the power and can't add it. So everything I bought or is buying is going to be rated for more horsepower than the engine is going to put out, right? Because, you know, maybe later on I can say, to hell with this 6.2 block right here, and I'll go with like a 427 or something like that. But since I have the transmission and the rear end to back it up, I won't have to worry about any of that stuff in the future. So all your other accessories and stuff like that, man, just make sure you buy it for a higher horsepower, because power is power, and we always need more power. Once again, I'm gonna start rambling on. This is Rick. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'm gonna once parts comes in, I'm gonna share it with you. Thank you. All right, have a good day, everybody.